Aloha and good morning. Dr. Robert Cassar, eartheracademy.com. Check it out. Do you guys know what this thing is? Well, it's the weapon of weapons if it falls from about 100 feet down on a tree, okay, on your head, because this fruit kills people every year. This is called a durian, and I could barely hold this thing. This thing has the sharpest bloody spines on it. So it's durian season right now, so you can go to the farmer's market, and this, well, fruit, either you love the smell of it or it smells disgusting. I mean, you can smell, I brought this home. One of the people I know at the farmer's market, we sell long gone this time of the year at the farm here. And so every time I sell them long gone, they always give me a couple pieces of fruit, so they gave me a piece of durian this time. And this thing's been at my house for probably about a week right now. And it's ready, okay, when it cracks, just so you can see that. But this thing's been smelling up. It's been downstairs, and I could smell it in the house. They say you could smell this half a mile once you get a durian tree. These trees grow huge too, so you can imagine these things. There's 30 different species of this tree, and only 9 of the trees, of the fruits, of species are edible. But these things can grow to about 6.5 pounds and, you know, a foot tall like this. So imagine a durian fruit and just get a close up on that thing. Ouch! Just me holding this thing. And I mean, I was just reading one of the testimonies of a woman, and she was walking to go ahead and move her laundry in Thailand, and one of these big pieces of durian, because when they fall down, they're ready, fell down and hit her baby in the head. Okay, so coconuts kill people every year. Some types of fruits, okay, are super dangerous, and this one, of course, they call this the king of fruit. Okay, so why was that? Because it is the king, right? Because if you've got a durian tree, you got to watch these things because they fall just like passion fruits. You can see how this one fell out of the tree right here. So they disconnect, and they have, like I said, they got the smelliest smell. And you either love durian or you hate it. But we'll open this thing up in a second. But let's just go over a couple different things. So this fruit has been used as a weapon, okay? They'd use these things and throw them on people. I mean, these are, like I said, this is just a small one. I go to the farmer's market, I can only pick it up from here. Because if I try to even pick it up just from the bottom, I can't, just because the spines are so sharp. So the special thing about every tree, they all have medicinal properties, okay, for a lot of different things. So durian has been used, okay, for the fruit, okay. The seeds are super toxic, so you got to watch those. I just remember, I'll just give you a quick story. So when I used to go ahead and stay up at Kalapan on the other side of the island over there, I remember we were into eating a lot of raw things. That was a raw plant-based diet at that time. So durian was a specialty. I used to have a guy named Royal. He used to come over once a week, once every couple of weeks, and he'd bring over a big, huge, you know, of cardboard box, probably 20 pounds of durian. So anyways, the seeds and sides are super toxic. There's a compound in here. It's called cyclopropene, okay? And this is a fatty acid, and it's a poison. So what he did was they took some of the seeds, because like a chia seeds, remember, are toxic too. You eat a lot of chia seeds, remember, they're loaded full of oxalates. No seed wants to be eaten, just so you know. All seeds are toxic, so a little bit of poison, okay, is the dose. But too much poison is the dose too. That'll hurt you. So anyways, they ground up with a little grinder and put it on. So I just remember, I didn't eat any of that stuff, whatever it was. I didn't even know it was there. But anyways, some guy brought a potluck, and anybody who ate those seeds that were ground up on there, okay, got sick, they threw up, whatever it was. These are poisons. So remember, the seeds of an apple seed, what does that got? Remember, cyanide, arsenic, all different types of, you know, you got seeds from the apricot kernel. What does that got in it? Laetrile, okay, they're different poisons, cadmium. So that's why soaking seeds is very necessary for a couple of days, you know. So these trees, like I said, They can grow up to 150 feet. They take about 5 years to grow before you start getting any fruit. Okay. If you're gonna go ahead and propagate these trees, a lot of people will try by the seed, and you can grow a durian tree, but it may not fruit like you want it to. So you're always best to take an air graft, and an air graft is easy. You just scrape off the bark, you put on this little pheromone on there, it's like a grower, and you wrap it with a little bit of moss, wrap it with some plastic, and then put a piece of aluminum foil on there, and come back in about 3 months. Okay, on a tree that produces. You don't go ahead and graft a tree. You'd graft a tree that you don't even know it produces fruit. You graft always from a tree that really produces. So that's your mother tree. So you're just going to clone this piece of fruit or this tree, this genius seed. So there's lots of different seeds that. Hold on, let me get my camera here. It's a little tight. Okay, so. Let's put this down here, and right there. So let's cut this dude open. So like I said, in order for these to be ripe, because people have died with eating these two by eating a lot of durian, mixing it with alcohol. Some people have diabetes, whatever it is. This is used as an antipyretic, which is to reduce fever and stuff, because it's supposed to go ahead and increase your body heat, and your body's supposed to adjust to the increased body heat, which is supposed to take down your temperature. So they say. Let's try ripping this thing apart. So what you do is you just get 2 rags like this, and you got to try pulling this thing apart. There we go. And this guy inside, you can see, whoo, that thing stink. But this durian is not really ripe. But inside, because it's, and you can just peel these, once you get it open like this, you can see, you can just peel off these sections like this. But this one's not ripe. Anyways, I wanted to show you durian, but it's not ripe. It should be like a different color. Nah, this isn't a good one. But it stinks like durian, whatever it is. It was just too small. See, a lot of times when these are harvested small, when you're buying these, it's not good to get the smaller ones. Better to get the bigger ones. Anyways, these have seeds inside these pods. Okay, and each one of those, like I said, they all tear off a piece at a time. You can see how this one right here is cracking, and it just pulls apart. Maybe this one's got some better. Okay, there we go. Oh! Okay, so I dug in, I took off the layer here because this one has a little piece of durian inside, but I didn't want to crack it open. You got to crack it open, but so that's what the durian looks like. So I didn't think I could get in here, but you can see how it's really creamy, and it tastes way better than it smells. Oh. Once you taste it, then the smell's not bad, but I went up down the wrong pipe. But once you taste it, you could make ice cream. This is loaded full of fatty acids, ketones, got a lot of potassium in it, magnesium, got a lot of trace minerals and stuff. It's supposed to have beta carotene and stuff, okay, in it. But the flavor is like a super treat. So you can see, I just pull out a little piece at a time. And that is crazy good. So here's a seed I'm going to show you on a bigger piece. So when you get the bigger ones like this, you get a lot bigger pods. This one's got some durian in here too, but you have to do some work to get that. And the cream only comes where the seed is, so that's probably got a little immature seed. But you can see here's the seed. Let's clean this thing off. Just tasting the seed though, it's like bitter. Ooh, just dropped a piece. So don't eat the seeds. And you do make a mess. I mean, part of the best thing about eating durian is making the bloody mess. And you always eat it with your fingers. But here's a seed right here. And these will germinate, because I've germinated them before. But you're not promised to go ahead and get a tree that fruits. The best is always grafting. Let's try one more little piece before we, and you can see this stuff does look like, I mean, some people say it smells like vomit, okay? But once you taste it, the smell is completely different because you're turned away with the smell. My dad wouldn't even try it. And then when he tasted it, he goes, oh, that's pretty good. And then the next day when you smelled it, it didn't smell bad because you know that inside there's something really, really good. Like I said, I like eating with my fingers. Wash your hands first. If this wasn't ripe too, okay, they say these are sort of toxic. So you want to always make sure, you know, I don't care if it's avocados. A lot of people are eating avocado seed oil, right? Or you're having olive oil, right? And these seeds are picked from green, immature, okay, non-mature plants. So if you take avocados, I don't have any right here, but they process, finger looking good, they process these oils, okay? Oh, here we go. I got avocado oil here. I don't use this for my food. I use this to go ahead and use when I want to use vegetable oil in my cabinets and everything else. I use it to shine furniture up and stuff like this. I rarely use any seed oils at all because they bother my stomach, okay? These are made with green avocados. They're not made with ripe ones. Good avocado oil, if you want to eat avocado oil, eat an avocado. Or you ripen the avocados, then you make the oil with it. You don't do it with green olives. You don't do it with green avocados. You don't do it with green fruit. Remember, green bananas are totally toxic until, check out these bananas I harvested. We got a lot of bananas going right now on the trees, okay? These are real bananas. These are apple bananas, but these, when they're green, are super toxic and you have to cook them. So if you wanted to eat those seeds, because you can eat the seeds. I mean, a lot of different cultures eat the seeds of the jackfruit. They eat the seeds. These are totally toxic. But what do? Put them in a pressure cooker. You pressure cook the crap out of them for 30 minutes, or you have to boil them for like a couple hours. And then you can go ahead, they make like a little potato type of taste, but they supposedly have protein in them and such, but they are super toxic, okay, unless you cook them. So don't cook them. I mean, don't eat them raw. Nope, there goes Mama's clock again. Hey, Mama, I'm having some durian. You can see, look, stuff is like glue. Again, finger licking good. So I'm going to pull this out, and you're going to see what it looks like. It resembles an organ on the inside of this. Okay, one more. There we go. Look at that. Looks like my ear, right? But it looks like a kidney too. Okay, so let's clean that out a little better. Look at that. Okay, so I probably got 2 more sections in there, so I'll save this for later. I try not to go ahead and mix fruit with any type of protein or fat meal, because all you're going to do is upset digestion. You're trying to go ahead and keep your stomach acid, remember, a pH of 2. If you eat protein and fat, it takes a lot of acid to break those fatty acids down, those protein molecules down, amino acids, okay, into usable forms, more than just the, you know, just the form that you're eating. So it has to be broken down. So always try not to eat any type of, you know, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of sugar, that's fine. But not eating like a bowl after, let's say you had a high protein, high fat meal. And you ate like 2 oranges afterwards. Do you really think that helps you out? You think, or a big bowl of watermelon, alkaline watermelon, full of water. Okay, that's not good. Okay, instead of having fruit for your dessert, have a couple spoons of grass-fed yogurt or a couple sips of really good kefir. You could make your own kefir or try to go ahead and buy 3.5% whole food and organic only. Okay, so I like making my own kefir though, it's way better. But, you know, if you're into convenience, it's way better. Remember, don't mix liquids with your meals, so you can get better digestion, because if not, the pH of 2 that you need to break down fatty acids, right? Amino acids, proteins and amino acids, needs to be a high potency of hydrochloric acid. And if you drink a bunch of liquids, what do you think that does? Especially alcohol, you know, alcohol, you're going to drink and soda with sodium, with bicarbonates in it. All you're doing is alkalizing your stomach and making it so you get indigestion. So indigestion now is the theme of the day. You got a lot of gas, your belly's sticking out, okay? It's because you just diluted your stomach acid and you did it to yourself because you didn't know. And then people take hydrochloric acid tablets, which does help, but then you're drinking bloody liquids with your meal. Okay, tank up before you eat, like 10 minutes before. Drink maybe, here's my water, drink about that much water. Maybe throw a pinch of Himalayan salt in there or something, or maybe squeeze some lemon in there. You need the chlorides to make hydrochloric acid in the gut. And then once you eat your meal, you don't have any liquids at all for 90 minutes. And then after that, go ahead, have whatever liquid you want. I prefer water or lemon water. So that's it. I just wanted to show you this fruit that's the king of fruits, because you can use it for anything, medicinal purposes, right? It's like the talk of the town when durian comes into, you know, this is the theme of the Thai. There's a theme, they say, when durian comes into season and or when the durian fall from the trees, the sarongs, which is that little guy you wear around your waist, right? The sarongs come up. So they call this an aphrodisiac. So there's a lot of reasons why people eat some of these exotic fruits like lychee. They call that an aphrodisiac. You eat some of those and all of a sudden, well, now you're stimulated. Okay, maybe because of the saponins or whatever's in there, because there's a lot of fatty acids in here which stimulates maybe your hormones too. So as the durian fall, the sarongs come up, okay? Whatever you want to go ahead and think of that, that's what it is. But that's their theme. So a lot of pregnancy goes ahead and comes into action when the durian tree comes out. So anyways, guys, we'll see you on the next video. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm going to go outside and do some work on the farm. All the female sheep right now are pregnant and everybody's happy. So, all right. I think that's it. But anybody who came into my house right now would think somebody vomited on this place in here, or, oh my gosh, you got durian. So if you've never smelt durian before, you would never think of this disgusting smell has something tastes so good that lives on the inside. And not only the fruit tastes so good, but these seeds, like I said, grinding some of those on your salad, those will make you get very sick because these are super toxic. So anyways, what a weapon. If you've ever been to the farmer's market, again, you'll know when durian season's in. All right, we'll see you guys. It'll either draw you there or you'll think that a bunch of people went ahead and threw up everywhere. Okay, we'll see you guys on the next video. Aloha. All right. Whoo, it smells.